Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Doruk, and today I have for you the final game, the third game, the deciding game, the tiebreaker game of the third round in the Return of the King tournament against Mirdane. Again, apologies if I'm mispronouncing their name. Yeah, this was, I think, by far the most exciting game out of the three games. And yeah, it was an epic game. I'm really happy to share it with you all today. Yeah, and then let's just jump right in. For the third game, you bid bet master points. Obviously, I think I must have covered them for the previous rounds, but yeah, just every half a master point is worth half a master die, so you can place any units on the board wherever you want, where there's an army present. There are some specific rules regarding how many points you can allocate to a nation, but usually people like playing with around one and a half, so that really does not get you can only allocate 1 point per nation. So technically, if like you can only if you have a half of like 2 points, you can't put both points into the elves, for example. You have to separate them between nations. But yeah, anyway, so here my opponent bid, because they were the higher seed. They get to bid first. They bid 1 master point to play as Shadow, and I accepted it. I think the personally the my level, the where I draw the line is 1 or 1.5, depending on how I'm feeling. If I wanted to play Shadow, I would have definitely I was prepared to give them 1.5. But I was like, I want to play free people. So when they offered me one, I accepted it. So that's a little bit of a thing. So yeah, I decided to use my two master points to put two extra regulars in Carrack, and that matters quite a lot, because this Carrack army obviously wants to just retreat back into Woodland Realm through Old Forest Road, and if I can scout away extra three regulars into Woodland Realm, it's suddenly a stronger, harder stronghold than Minas Tirith, right? So it matters quite a lot. And even if they get like 2 hits and I don't have any scouts, I still get to muster. I still get to go into Woodland Realm with a single regular, which is what you use the scout for. So it's really good. It's almost like you get a guaranteed scout to play the game. There are different. It's not a solved meta at all. Some people love putting an elite into Woodland Realm, which makes a lot of sense because it always gets attacked. And an extra elite where Shadow will attack is also good. So I've seen people must put an elite in Lorien, an elite in Dol Amroth. I feel like even an elite in Helm's Deep could work, because how sometimes Rohan just like completely falls without a fight, to not give a free Helm's Deep. So there's a lot of room to be played, room to be explored. I decided to go for Carrack. Yeah, that was basically my reasoning. So here, again, Return to King format, have to crown Aragorn turn one. My cards are Elven Cloaks, Swords in Door. Playable, cyclable, that's fine, but not immediately useful. Again, my opponent was kind enough to share their password with me so we can see their hands. They can start with candles and return a swarm of bats, which is good, and not the craziest cards though. So I, for this game, decide to bring Boromir. So Boromir and Strider are coming along, going towards the merry old Minas Tirith. I usually like bringing Gimli, but basically because I had two extra regulars in Carrock, I was less scared of the dew line. that's like there were a couple of reasons why I didn't want to bring Gimli and send him to dual line. Number one was Carrick, the extra regulars in Carrick. Number two is because Gimli stays in Old Forest Road, and I want to move this army in Carrick into Old Forest Road. So, and if they get to attack Gimli and have Swarm of Bats, if they kill Gimli in Old Forest Road, that's not good for me. So, I didn't want to risk that. That was number two. That was number three. Reason number three was just the previous game. The previous game, my opponent showed that they attack Gondor, right? So if they attacked Gondor, it was just like, okay, if you prefer going for that, I will just buff there, right, preemptively. And if I get to like make you change your plan from what you're maybe comfortable with, that's good for me. So I was like, okay, those three reasons sounds good enough for me to just like give Boromir a shot to shot at greatness, So they get Saruman, obviously. Let me just speed these up a little bit. We crown Aragorn. And then the way they organize their armies immediately signals to me that they will in fact go for Gondor. Cool. I get Dane, which is even more due defense, and we prove the Swifter, which is, one turn too late. It would have been great turn one because, separate we prove the Swifter, both Strider and Boromir at the same time. That would have been great, but alas. So, they draw black up comes field rolls. Okay, so my opponent allocates 0 eyes and rolls no more. This is very, very interesting, and I get 4 movements, so I can move 5 times for free, and that is quite like, this is the risk of rolling 0 and 3 people getting just all movement. I'm basically halfway to Mordor, and it's just quite fast, right? Though when you don't roll any eyes, they still get a lot of attacks. Like, had these been like Palantirs or bunch of musters, I would be much comfortable in moving 5 times. But because they have rolled this many attacks, they're still gonna get to get Witch King, cover, start attacking Gondor if I just completely ignore them, right? So I immediately move. I don't know why. I think I was at this point not certain how I wanted to handle this turn. I didn't really know if I wanna just move maybe twice and use these wills as maybe musters somehow, and just start mustering in Minas Tirith and just cause some problems in Gondor. So I move, probably unnecessary. They bring Sauron to war. I pass here. I was really did not know how to handle this. So here, at this point, if I'm gonna muster in Minas Tirith, I need to act now. I pass. Activate Gondor. Sure, they're going towards Gondor. I move again. I decide, okay, I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna move. They attack us, Gilead. No card. They get 2 hits, which is very unfortunate, because I would really want it to just stick one guy next to Boromir, but such is life. Here, I obviously not gonna risk just Aragorn dying, so I use my Weepur the Swifter to run him away, and just leave Boromir to just handle all those orcs. You're the steward, man. You take care of it. You've been doing it for centuries now. So yeah, and I get to cycle into There's Another Way, which is really good. So they attack Minas Tirith. I pass. They get the Witch King. I move. They play Hill Trolls. They do a split Hill Trolls, which makes sense. Boromir with 5 hit points is not that scary, in all honesty, so I kind of get it. And I move again. So I got 4 free movements. They black Captain Commands, again, very similar to game 1. They swarm with bats. They get 3 hits, which is really good. But I also get 3 hits. So, okay. They press. They play a strategy card. I think I also play... I think I play no card here. Maybe advantageous position. Ah, not card. Okay. In my head, I was like, this siege is over. Like, they're just gonna take it. But they get no hits. They get no hits. So the Great Host fails. I get 2. Okay. They press. No, this was an unlucky roll for them for sure. They press. And here, I'm like, okay. And they no card. And at this point, I'm like, okay, they need to roll a 6. But I have Heroic Death, right? I can just use Heroic Death and soak up 1 to 2 hits and just waste another die from them, right? And if they genuinely whiff and I get to deal more damage, I might even be able to do something, right? So I play Heroic Death, but they miss again. So this Heroic Death was just like wasted. Such as like, so like this unlucky thing didn't really matter for them, though they could have, I guess, killed Boromir had they got a little lucky. I get 1 hit. Yeah, this was fine. Like that Heroic Death, I mean, even though it didn't do anything, I played with the intention of just gaining 1 dice, right? Well, gain 1 more attack die out of them. So probably worth it, though there's another way it's really powerful. So we'll see. So turn 3, I get Faramir's and Enhance. So that's good. Fellowship, okay, allocates 1 eye, rolls 3 more, and they get just 2 attacks. And I get this beautiful roll. I want to move. I want to kill off Gandalf. And yeah, what do you do with this? What do you do with this dice? Like, how do you use Palantir? How do you use this? Do you start maybe mustering in Dol Amroth, right? So here, I don't know if I did something correct, but I was thinking, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Old Forest Road because I already want to do that, and I go to Osgiliath, and my plan is obviously to play Faramir's, and just attack outside and save Boromir. Faramir saving Boromir from the siege. That's the story that I'm trying to write here. This move stops any Shadow Gathers plays from Minas Morgul as well. But obviously, when I do this, they can just attack into Minas Tirith. Right? They can just take it. And they do. So I'm not sure if this was worth it, but like I'm just making them make an like a little bit suboptimal attack. Though they're still rolling 8 dice to my 8 dice for a single hit. But like I also didn't know how to use that army hybrid, right? Going to Old Forest Road mattered. So I'm not sure if threatening and forcing out this attack was like worth it, basically what I'm trying to say. Because I could use that half army to go to Westnet. Yeah, they can't reach Dol Amroth right now, so I'm not in any rush to muster there. But yeah, so they use a character card. Do I play anything? Probably not. Foul Stench, okay, they cancel Boromir. Oh, sorry, my leadership. But they don't roll a 6. They don't roll a 6, so this is now unlucky. And I get 2 hits. Yeah. So now I can even kill. If I sortie, I'm rolling 2 dice. They're rolling 2 dice. Like, it just could just be mutual destruction, kill Witch King. And I think that would be just GG if I can manage to kill the Witch King here. Though rolling 2 hits without any cards is like what, 3 out of 36. No, 4 out of 36. So it's like 1 in 9. It's unlikely, is my point. So I stick with my plan. Because they can also attack me still, right? They're rolling 4 dice. They need 1/6 out of 4 dice. It's a risky attack. I play Faramir here. Maybe I could have waited to play Faramir until this army gets into North Ithilien. No, I can't even do that because then they just attack into Osgiliath. But they don't have any more attacks, so I just go to Druiden Forest and attack into Minas Tirith. So maybe I could have played Faramir, like waited to play Faramir until this army is like somewhere. Because either they're gonna risk a very risky attack, or they're gonna start reinforcing with this army. Yeah, I mean, and I know I want to move. Maybe I could have waited one move, but anyway. So they bring Southron Easterlings, and here I attack Minas Tirith from Osgiliath, right? I'm rolling 3 dice. If I get 2 hits, Witch King is dead. Witch King is dead, turn 3. Faramir. I play a strategy card. I play Swords in Eriador. They play Dread and Despair, which is very nice. Very nicely done. I get 1 hit. They get 2. Like, through advantageous position. Which is like I'm not going to complain. Like, they didn't get any 6s attacking Minas Tirith, so, like, fair. But yeah, I press. They don't risk the Witch King, and Faramir and Boromir reunite. A beautiful reunion. Denethor will be proud, I guess. Absolutely heroic effort by both of them. So yeah, this just the game just like started again because they can't attack into Minas Tirith. I'm gonna muster in Minas Tirith. All these elites, Boromir and Faramir, are getting an upgrade. So here they of course run away with the Witch King because otherwise I was literally threatening to attack it and kill it. So that's smart of them. I move. I'm hit. It's a 2 reveal eye. I'm happy to kill Gandalf and just reveal in part Celebrant. 1, just take it. Random? I think randoming in here is fine. I want to get down to Gollum as fast as possible. Random, Mary pops in Lorien. No reason to pop in Fangorn. Yeah, I like this. They bring Soundrons to war. I just hide. They play on, they went. Okay, this just was like, oh my god, this was a beautifully start, like, right? Círdan, File, good cards. Fellowship K rolls 1 eye. They get a beautiful roll, bunch of attacks. I get a beautiful roll, bunch of musters. Guess where their musters are going? Immediately into Minas Tirith. They close in, 1 more in Minas Tirith. And yeah, they attack Minas Tirith. So a second army has hit Minas Tirith. Yeah, I'm happy to just waste their time, right? And here, because they spent all those times not putting rerolls on me, I can move. Maybe they could have like also put a reroll on me with an army. Like maybe with the Witch King army. But anyway, I move. I am hit. Like, ugh. Okay, all the 6s are coming in the hunt. Yeah, I because I'm not revealed, I just don't take it. I just take the hit. I want to move again. They start mustering in Miss Morgul. I move again. I'm safe. Okay, it worked out. King is revealed. Yeah, they just immediately with 2 dice just create a respectable force. I pass. They get going. I pass. Here I they're not even threatening to take Pelargir, but I can start mustering in Losternaut and Pelargir maybe. With this, but yeah, okay. I bring the elves down. I'm not sure how much I love this. Like, one dude in Pelargir and one dude in Lamadon seems good. But also, putting the elves all the way down activates Círdan's ships. Last game was very much problematic in terms of elven defense. But I want to prepare Lorien and Rivendell before it's too late as well. So I guess it's fine. Yeah, they mustered Dol Guldur. Okay, turn 5. Get Riders of Theoden and Gvahir. What do you get rid of here? This is a tough call. I don't know if I chose correctly here. I decided to get rid of Dane. And I just thought they were not attacking Dew. So I was like, there's no reason to keep Dane. Yeah, I don't know. That was my choice. What would you discard there? Fellowship, okay, allocates 1 eye, rolls no more. Get a beautiful roll. I get a very bad roll here, unfortunately. You know that free 4 movement turn? It kind of balances out a little bit with this roll, because I won't get any movement. This dies for Gandalf, and against a single eye, I would really want to move, and I just can't. So I will have to give them a ring if I want to move. Yeah, this is not a good roll, unfortunately. So I get Gandalf because Day Without Dawn is a thing in Fangorn. Yes, I have Ents. They go to Pelargir. Yeah, I have to. What am I doing? I guess I decide to be a little cute and cause inefficiencies here, but just a regular elf, just an elf, an elite here is probably better. No, but like they want to already bring these guys in slowly, so maybe this is fine to make sure they waste some of their dice, because they rolled a ton of attacks. 1 elite, they attack DA. Yeah, the elves are not even ready for Círdan's ships, unfortunately. They move, they completely cover Gondor. Pass, orcs multiplying again. Now this is a massive army. And yeah, this army can just go to Dimrill Dale. Just take it. Or go up north. Right? So like the elves not being at war is a big problem. Pass. They must in South Rune. I play File. Okay, so this move I didn't quite understand. Okay, they're clearly going towards Rohan. So they're again going for the whole of Gondor, Rohan, and where else? Probably an Elven stronghold. But if you're going for that plan, why not use this force to just go take Lorien? And then use the guys in Northanc as your like last points to take over Rohan. I feel like that could be good enough, and you use these to take Dale. I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. I give them a ring. I really want to keep moving. I am 1, 2. I'm at step what? Yeah, I'm at step 2. So I am 1, 2, 3. Wait, I'm at step 2. Am I at step 2? I'm safe. Okay, yeah, I'm step 2. Now I'm step 3. I was like, I need to move 1, 2, 3 times to get to Mordor. Yes. This is what I was thinking. But like moving twice next turn versus moving 3 times is a big deal. Like I would literally almost have to use up my entire next turn to move into Mordor. So you moving once here is makes against a single eye, right? And I'm not caught and not being revealed, which means I can immediately move next turn and then move again, and then just like be in Mordor, hopefully, which is a significantly easier thing to do than just moving 3 times. So they attack Minas Tirith. Do they have a surname? Boromir and Faramir. The stewards' sons are fighting together again. They play a character card. I don't know what I play. A character card. It's so weird, like what you play against a character card here in these situations. It could be Words of Power, it could be Foul Thing, but it could also be just like Cruel as Death. So I play a Daylight. I feel like it might have been a mistake. Yeah, I should have just trusted the staying power of this force and not given away a Daylight. Maybe I could even play Círdan's ships, though. I think that would be a mistake. But even play Daring Defiance, right? Anyway, so they then despair me. They get 1 hit. I get 1 hit. Okay, they press. They play another character card. Then I now play Daring Defiance, cancel it, and they get 2 hits. I get 4 hits. That's pretty good. They're holding. It's still a very close fight. It's a very close fight. You go to turn 6. Draw Horn of Gondor and Guards of the Citadel. So like, oh my god. Though I don't have any more elites left. Yeah, I mean it's still a hit point, right? I declare an Eastern Emmanuel. Yep. Allocates an eye, rolls 4 more. This is really good for me, which means hopefully if I'm not revealed this movement, I can get into Mordor and I get a beautiful roll. I immediately move. I'm caught, obviously. Okay, 2 revealed. It's not the end of the world. I'm getting down to golems. And now I'm in Daggerlad. All right, cool. They pass. I hide. They play Orc Patrol. Which is fine. They're trying to reveal me, right? To make sure that I don't get in. All 3 of these tiles reveal me. They did get a 2, which also deals damage, right? That's fine. I'm not so sad of seeing this because now I'm sorry. This 1 is not a reveal because I can get down to Golem and not get an extra tile hit with Moranen, which is nice. So I move immediately to not get hit with a second Foul Thing or Isildur. Though that's like, again, that's a 3 out of like 11. So I move and I'm hit, yes, and it's a 3. So in this situation, like maybe getting into Mordor was a little too aggressive at this point. Right. 5 eyes, second movement. I'm gonna get hit. And if it's an eye, it's gonna hurt. And it's a now interesting question. I'm gonna get down to Golem, but should I reveal into Moranen and like get hit with another tile, right? It's probably not. To avoid cruel weather, by the way. And I'm like, okay. I really didn't have anything to do with the character, right? That's one of the reasons I had to move. Like I just, yeah, maybe I can play Elven Cloaks technically. But yeah, I maybe like moving there is a little aggressive, a little too aggressive. But yeah, I just take the damage. They organize in Minas Tirith. I drop guards. They attack Minas Tirith. With a strategy card, I play Mighty Attack, Horn of Gondor in Minas Tirith. Awesome stuff. They get 2 hits. I get 2. Oh, I get 3 plus 1, 4 hits. So they are just mowing down orcs. Those guys. I moved on the elves again, and they drop Cruel Weather. So they drop Cruel Weather. And here is it's a very interesting choice. Like, what do you do with this will? Do you get into Mordor, definitely getting hit, or do you like do something else, like play Elven Cloaks? You can move down the elves to war. Probably should just move down the elves to war, because this guy is like, these guys are 2 away from attacking. So next turn I can immediately like just like start mustering in Lorien, make sure these guys don't get the besiege for free. And I think I make a massive mistake and I move. Yeah, I remember looking at the hunt pool and just saying, okay, even if I get hit, right? These are not reveals. These are not reveals. The eyes definitely could hurt. But yeah, like, I need to avoid, like, it's basically a 50-50 almost. Like, these 3s, yeah, I don't want to get hit with these 3s, but the eyes are genuinely god awful. And the 2 and the 1, these ones are not bad, but I also wouldn't mind having them in Mordor track. So at this point, I looked at the situation and I'm like, do I have to rush? Like, is Shadow Military going to be fast enough to the point where I have to like rush with the Fellowship? Can I afford here to stall a turn, right? And Minas Tirith, as well as the guys are fighting in there, it's gonna fall like next attack or so, right? It's not that. Dol Amroth is not clear at all what's gonna happen. This army is massive. This is gonna either take over Rohan or take over Lorien. But I can't do both, right? So if they take Lorien, for example, and just like assume that they also take these points, I thought they would be at 7. So I saw like, and they didn't play any Grond, they didn't play any Fighting Uruk-hai. They didn't Grond Ministers, right? No. They didn't play any Deadly Strives. They didn't play Corsairs. Like, all their power cards were still out. They only played Black Captain Commands. So I'm like, they can like speed their military up quite quickly. They didn't even play the New Powers Rising. So I was like, okay, I can't afford to wait. I feel like this is very close. Though looking at this, if I put the elves to war, I can start mustering in Lorien, and suddenly Círdan is also alive in Dol Amroth. I could certainly hold a little bit longer, but like, I don't know. I think at the time I was like, I need to get in, and yeah, I'm gonna get hit, but like, it's not the end of the world to get hit. Though I'm quite high in corruption, so I just move again. I think I probably could have waited. It is the problem. So, and I get hit, of course, and it's an eye. It's a 3 reveal eye. It's like 3 damage, and the Morannon tile is a 3. so we just ate 6 corruption damage, which is just like, we just jump from 3 to 9 in one movement. Got Shelobbed in the face, almost. And yeah, this is just like game losing results. Like I have 3 health to make all the way up to Mordor. I mean, the hunt pool is not that bad. They didn't play any reds. They played 1 red, maybe. Oh yeah, sorry. There's 1 red, 1 blue. Yeah, this is gonna. Yeah, I don't know. This was like immediately game losing. It felt like. And yeah, I definitely could have stalled for 1 turn. One more turn. Which is kind of sad. I think my second move into Mordor was correct. Like the second character dice. But yeah, this one it's really hard to justify. I was just like, I don't see any of their power cards, so they're just gonna speed it up very quickly. So I need to also keep going. And technically, I'd much rather waste time in Mordor than outside of Mordor, right? Because of cards like Nazgul Search, Strike, like Isildur, the Foul thing, all those cards. If you're inside Mordor and they draw an eye, those eyes just out of the game. But if they're outside and they draw an eye, the eye just gets put back in. So, like, being inside is better than being outside, is my point. Plus, like, I can move a single at a time and like start using Golem ability maybe to like soak up corruption. I don't think. Would you have moved here? I mean, it's really hard to be not a hindsight Henry and just be like, yeah, it was a mistake. But like, if I get a 0, then it would have been the correct decision. I don't know. Did I get unlucky with the right call, or got like unlucky with a wrong call? I don't know. Probably could have made it out 1 more turn. So maybe, yeah, I was like, maybe moving was wrong. Yeah, it was quite painful. I just ate 6 corruption, and I don't have any peeling cards, right? If I was holding Bilbo, Mithril, and there's another way which I threw away for Boromir insurance, maybe I would feel it a little differently. But yeah, it definitely was quite painful. So we go to turn 7, declare in Mordor. Opponent allocates 1 eye, rolls 3 more. They really just all they have to do is just make sure I don't win with the ring dunk, and they just win, right? There's still Morgul Wound. There's still, I think they played Breaking of the Fellowship. There's still Lure of the Ring. They can deal a bunch of corruption damage. Like, yeah, like they don't mind these eyes at all, right? Maybe 1 too many because 3 is enough, but okay. I immediately hide. I don't want to get hit with those cards. They play Ring Rates. They attack DA with a Relentless Assault. I again, like, just 1 tempo being short of the elves being at war makes me want to hold Celeborn, which is why I didn't play Daylight into a strategy card here. But yeah, probably should have just mustered the elves anyway. Kicking myself a little bit. But yeah, so they strife, they press, they play a strategy, onslaught, no card, they get 2 hits, I get 0. They onslaught for 1, and they get it. That's kind of funny. I mean, if they don't get it, they're gonna press. So I don't know why. Nah, I guess it's fine. Like, whatever. I muster the elves down now. Cool. I don't want to get hit with Deoradan. Okay, they're going. I don't know why they go to Eastern, right? They can definitely go to Part Celebrant and take it, but okay. They're going for Rohan. Easy Rohan, right? I put out 1 more blue. I have to. They get the mouth. Yep. They get the mouth. I mustered an elite in DeLorean. I'm basically saying, okay, you can have Rohan. I've literally nothing in Rohan. Have at it. Not much I can do. Yep. Aragorn comes with, for some reason. Draw a character card. Again, trying to find those healing cards. They move leadership. They really want to kill these brothers. I move. I mean, I can't afford to just wait around for Shadow to kill me. So I have to make a move. I have to get lucky. And I do get lucky. I do get lucky. It's a -2. It's the you just love to see it. I don't know. It's like the tile that I needed. Absolutely needed that. You love to see it. Oh, we got a game in our hands. All right. So draw into scouts. Dead Manadon Harrow. Huge, right? Kill Kieran. Unfortunately, I did not use Kieran properly. Though my opponent was correctly just like pushed everything, so that's fine. Allocate 1 eye rolls, 2 more. Probably twice are enough, but oh well. And I get this roll. One thing about being so high in corruption is that if you have a military threat, you don't have to move the fellowship. So when you don't have to move the fellowship, they can't die of corruption. So like one valid strategy is to just pivot to a military strategy on a turn where my opponent has a single muster. And a ring, technically. So here, I just sat here and just like thought of a way to maybe cause some problems with all these army movements. I can move once, but like, let's just like waste their time, right? So I think I play Dead Manadon Hero. My plan here is just use this army in Lorien along with Aragorn. Gondor is completely open. There's no more Gondorians left to be mustered. My plan is to just storm Mordor with Aragorn and use this army to take one of the strongholds. So that's the idea. So my opponent is obviously preparing against that. They want to attack. Okay. I go to Osgiliath, Dimnall Dale. I really would want them to attack so I can use the scouts to get a free movement out of it. But like obviously they're a good enough player to know not to do that. So that's fine. They move. They buff up. Get strongholds. I feel like I should have maybe left one dude in Lorien. But I'm like, who cares if Lorien falls or not? Like I'm like going for a military, so I just like gonna win. So I go to north. I pivot to South Dol Guldur. They muster. They're playing around through a day and a night, even though I don't have it. I would love to have it. Here, because they use their muster, they can still have they can still use a muster with a ring. So maybe the correct thing to actually is attack into Dol Guldur here. Make sure they can't get more musters in there. I think here for a long time. Like, I'm not really sure what to do. I pass. They put Shelob in. Probably instead of passing, moving if I want to move is correct. But I'm not even sure if I want to move. Though I definitely cannot afford an auto corruption. So probably should have moved there without having Shelob in the pool. So I buff Rivendell. I'm also like thinking maybe I can use Rivendell to attack Moria and just like take Moria and Dol Guldur, because why not? My opponent very nicely, they play Shadows Moving to just threaten everything, right? They're threatening to take Lorien. I don't know what this move does. They're beginning to, like, if I go to Daggerlad, they can just attack into Daggerlad, so they're defending Daggerlad. And they're pulling back this army to potentially retake Dol Guldur next turn. So, very nice. I attack Minas Morgul. Technically, Barad-dûr is still open. They use a ring to muster in Barad-dûr and Dol Guldur. Okay, at this point, I feel like, okay, I basically used my entire turn to make sure they don't get another stronghold, which could have been Helm's Deep. Though I kind of gave them Lorien, so that's why I'm saying that I should have left one behind, because I can't do anything with this die. Right? I can't muster. I can't play Celeborn. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. So slight mistake in execution, I would say. Oh well. I move. It's an I. It's an I. It's an I. I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 13. It's not the I mean, even this 3 is bad, so it's like a 7 out of 13. So can't complain. I go back up to 10 and revealed. And yeah, they have 0 character cards at least. So they move, they take Lorien, and they prepare to attack into this army. And they also take Lorien, and I can't retake it because there's a huge army here now. So that's also another reason. Yeah, Draw King, Brandsman, Grey Company. Unfortunately, not that useful. Is Aragorn with them? Where's Aragorn? Oh, Aragorn's over here. Kill and Ents. Like, I guess I don't care. Brave stands are still good here. Everywhere, so fine. Fellowship, okay, allocates 1 eye, rolls 1 more. They get a decent-ish roll, not a lot of attacks. I get this roll, which is just god-awful. If they rolled not a lot of attacks, maybe not a lot of musters, and I rolled some attacks, maybe I could threaten Moria and Dol Guldur, but like this roll literally is just does not allow me to do anything. So I hide. I don't want to get hit with Morgul Wound or Lure. They play Half Orcs of Goblin Man. I could have technically attacked into here first. I still have not seen Athelas, by the way. So, yeah, they just completely wall off the military win. They're mustering units. Okay, they're still defending against it. They're being a little cautious against it. Which is fair because I still haven't shown them like Athelas and stuff. So they're covering their bases because they think that I can't dunk, and I think they're absolutely right. Like right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles are just like deadly. Like just immediately ends the game. 6 out of 6 out of 12. Half of the tiles are deadly. This 2 I have to reveal, and if they have any of those damaging cards, they just win. So I muster Rohan. Might as well try to be a nuisance there. They play New Powers Rising. I muster. What do? I draw a character card. Fine. God, Mithril. Mithril. What's the opposite of MVP? Of last game shows up. So can't complain, won't complain. Love to see him. Love to see it, I guess. They draw a character card because they want to deal damage. I play Mithril. They move units into Osgiliath. Into Minas Tirith. Finally, they're gonna take their revenge on the brothers. Yeah, I just retake Westernet and I go to Ettenmoor's. Literally, I had no other army movements I felt like were any good. Maybe can technically retreat into Helm's Deep, or retreat back into North Ithilien or something. Or maybe go to Gorgoroth to waste some time. But yeah, I just didn't know what to do. So it's fine. They finally attack Minas Tirith. And I think here I make a mistake. They play a character card. I think I should definitely play a Heroic Death here. And or Brave Stand. But I just play Shield Wall for some reason. And they get 3 hits. And I get 2. So Boromir and Faramir died defending their home. Just, awesome. They really caused problems. So I'm like, that was awesome. I give my opponent a ring to move because I want to move against 2 eyes, even though eyes are deadly. Did I hide this turn or was it last turn? No, I hid this turn. I don't have to move, but like because I gave a free Lorien and now they're at 7, they can just win with this huge army and going down to Rohan and they have played new powers rising. So they can win. I have to move. And it's a 2. It's a 2. Not dead yet. Revealed. 11. Okay. Still have a shot. Like a genuine chance. Like if I hit one of these zeros, right? Like I'm basically there. They attack forwards. I scouts into Helm's Deep. No reason to take the scouts to home. Like just play it. And the turn 10, I need 1 to hide, 2, 3 movement. So 2 movement with a ring. Fellowship, okay, I allocate 1 eye. They roll 1 more. Not that they needed it. But they get a very bad roll, I want to say. Though it's not that bad if you want to dig for some character cards. And I just get an awesome roll. So we immediately... Oh, we just disconnect here. Connect. I have to hide because I don't want to like insta die to a card. I risk Day Without Dawn here because like some way if they play any reds, I don't have to immediately move and I can use these Palantirs to either draw a card or stick these guys into Helm's Deep. If they play Day Without Dawn, that means I get a move without getting another red in. So I was fine for risking that. I hide. They attack Helm's Deep. Okay. If you're not gonna like, I don't want to let them also cycle character cards like with a Ring Racer Abroad or something. So I immediately move, and it's a red 3, but we mithril. Will it do its job? It does. It's a 0. We have a chance. So this is now the hunt pool. These ones are not deadly. These zeros are not deadly. I have a 4 out of 10, 40% chance to win the game. Like I can technically draw cards, like draw 2 cards, play one of them, and move. But yeah, so it's possible. It's a 40%, right? It's a 40% because it's almost like the odds of just winning from the base game, like, right? Like usually people give a 40-60 split to free people. So like somehow we managed to bring it back with the lucky tiles going up. Yeah, and these are my opponent's cards. So they play Isildur, which I think is correct, right? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. Like they have a 50% chance to immediately win the game. But if they hit an eye, but they hit a 1. So that's GG. Yeah, like if this was my movement tile, I would have dunked, right? Which is crazy. Also, one more thing that I want to mention is when I moved and used Mithril and got that 0, I killed the die, and the moment I was like, oh my god, I actually have a shot to my opponent insta dropping Isildur's Bane and insta pulling a 1 and killing me, like that short-lived hope was like heartbreaking. Not gonna lie, I was like, oh, I have a chance. Oh, I actually don't. So it's like it was it was actually very, very exciting end. Yeah, just not much else to say. Yeah, it was just GG. We kind of discussed, can you use Golem ability, and you cannot because it's Isildur. Yeah, that was the GG. I wonder what cards I would get. I don't know if I were to draw right now, like I will go alone and Smeagol. Okay, Smeagol might have helped. I'm not sure if the card RNG changes when you're like replaying it, but like anyway, yeah, we just barely died. Honestly, the game got to this point because of the file and just the lucky run up. But it was a very close game. Awesome, like back and forth. Genuinely, Boromir, what a boss with Faramir. They just like awesome. I don't know. It was just very fun game, very exciting. Uh, Is there anything else to say? Well, let's check the statistics. I don't think anybody was like that lucky or unlucky, but let's see. Okay, average movement. A lot of army moves for me. They're a little bit plus on Palantir and Eyes, which is fine. Wow, they're plus 6 on sixes. I did not realize that. Oh no, that's me. This is swapped, right? It has to be. They're a little bit down. I'm a little bit up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair. Boromir and Faramir were just chopping orcs left and right. So, wow, they rolled a lot of threes. So yeah, I don't know, nothing crazy to write home about. Yeah, I feel like if I have to look at the situation, right? Like imagine this 1, 2, 3 is in Lorien, right? Can I hold one more turn? Maybe. But like I used a one turn to fully try a military attempt, and that wasted one turn for them. So if I leave the guys in Lorien, then they don't waste one whole turn trying to defend militarily, right? Like I generally don't know how close their military actually is, right? I mean, Rohan is gone, Edoras is gone. Like, yeah, I gave them a free Lorien. I ended up giving them a free Lorien, but that had bought me like what, a turn as well. So I genuinely don't know. Like, again, I'm inclined to say the move was a mistake because I ate like 6 corruption to the face. But if it was anything else, I would have literally dunked because how lucky I got in Mordor. But you get unlucky there, you get lucky there. Kind of balances out. It's a shame that I didn't get to use these 2 extra guys in Carrick, but such is life. But yeah, we were out of the tournament. Congrats to my opponent. Best of luck in the future games, in the future rounds. But yeah, this was the Return of the King tournament, and if you like the format, if you like Lord of the Ring, come join the Discord server. They're constantly stuff running around. People are organizing tournaments. It's a lot of fun if you enjoy this sort of stuff. I think for me, I will definitely keep playing some Java games, just some regular ladder games. Hopefully, share the exciting ones among them. But yeah, this was the tournament season. There is now a league for Return of the King, which is maybe we go back into the league grind. Who knows? Life's been lifing lately, so I couldn't find time to play that many games. But hopefully, we'll get back on the horse soon. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. Feel free to share your thoughts, opinions, things you would do differently. Yeah, just share them down in the comments. And again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.